Okay, here we continue on in underestimation problems, and here we want to estimate 122% of 50. Well, since we're estimating, 50 is a round number, but this is not very round, so let's change that to something easier to work with, say 120% of 50. So what I'm going to do this time, 120% is a little awkward to work with, so the first thing I'm going to do is 120% of 50 is equal to 100% of 50 plus 20% of 50. Because 100 plus 20 is 120. Now, 100% of 50 is easy enough to find. That's 100% of 50. That's going to be 50, right? So now I just need 20% of 50. Well, if I used that technique in the other problem, 10% of 50 is equal to 5. And then all I have to do is double that to get 20%. And that means I would double the 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So 120%, so 100% plus 20% is going to be equal to the 50 plus the 10, or about 60. Or 60. So 120% of 50 is about 60. This time, we just broke it up, and again, into pieces that we could find easier. We found the pieces, and we combined them the way we need to combine. In this case, add. Next problem looks like this. So out of 789 students, 1/4% have been overseas. Approximate how many students have been overseas. So I need to find 1/4% of 780. But we need to approximate. That means I'm estimating. So 780, that's kind of awkward. Let's make that about 800. That'd be a much easier number to deal with. So I'm being asked to find what's 1/4% of 800. So in this case, 1/4% is a little awkward to work with. So let's find 1% of 800 first. 100% of 800 is just going to simply be 8. Right? So here's my decimal point. I can move it over twice. So 1% of 800 is 8. Now, what is 1/4 of 8? 1/4 of 8?
200.
1/4 of 8 is 2. So 1/4% of 800, or 789, sorry, 789, is about 2. Hope this helps.